Yo, what's going on, you guys? This is King Froggy, and welcome back to another Metalhead Reacts. Today we're reacting to a new Lowkey song called Islamophobic Lullabies. Um, so, again, this is off of his new soundtrack. I look to going through each one of these, a new one every week. This video came out like a week ago, so this one's fairly new. But I'm excited to get into it, and let's do it.
This is Jamal's song, name means beauty. Are we this far gone? Headlines associate kids with waterboarding and car bombs. Jamal's from same part of the world you got the guitar from. Still a wonderful world, sing it like Louis Armstrong. Any kid bullied, I made this to keep your heart strong. Colonizers, names the same pavements that we march on. Please don't project the war on terror onto children. They are not suspects or combatants, you cannot kill them. Please don't project the war on terror onto Grenfell. State capture and deregulation, it doesn't end well. Prevent spying on children, got them stepping on eggshells. Splash lies across the pages, Islamophobia and death cells. Psychological warriors mess with the percentages. Innocent kids in school label grooming gangs and terrorists. Battle stereotypes like climbing over Everest. What we must question is how these ideas became so prevalent. The right kids and packies are still worrying your dad.
Alright, so I'll back it up a little bit because I don't really like pausing in the middle of a chorus. But one thing I want to talk about is the things he said about basically children being like a child from Palestine or something like that, you know, from the Middle East, and they come to either the United States or the UK, like they're basically, you know, frowned upon and worried about. They think that, you know, they're terrorists, as he said, because terrorist organizations have had a habit in the past of using children to kill soldiers from the US and I'm guessing the UK. So don't get me wrong, I understand where he's coming from, but if a child is running at you with a bomb strapped to his chest, you're going to do what, you know, you're going to save your life and your unit's life before you would try to save, you know, one kid who's on the opposing side. Don't get me wrong, it's a horrible thing to say, but as I said, when you're on a battlefield, if that child has a gun or a bomb, you're going to protect yourself and your unit, you know, instead of one child that is on the opposing side and could legitimately hurt you, kill you, or your unit. Now, that's not saying that all children over there do that. I am not saying that whatsoever, because they don't. And there are a lot of innocent kids that get hurt and killed all because, you know, of basically where they are and the way they look. And that's a horrible thing. And that there is no excuse for that. None. There is no excuse. If you hurt a child like that, whether it's on a battlefield or not, you're a monster. Plain and simple. You're a horrible person. I apologize to any soldier. Actually, no, I don't. Any soldier that's watching this right now, you know, if you had seen someone kill an innocent child or even an innocent civilian overall just because they were under suspicion of hurting you, because they could possibly have something that hurts you, and then it turns out that they don't, or that they had no intent to either way. It was just someone's bloodlust. Even if you didn't pull the trigger, you were still there, and you still have that same blood on your hands. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that one. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh, wait, let me back it up because I like that chorus. Well,
worrying your dad, but your dad's favorite food is still curry or kebab. The grandkids and packies are still worrying your dad, but your dad's favorite food is still curry or kebab. Oh, I know you're peering through the window, but they don't see you anymore. Don't lose yourself in what they think, though. This has never been your role. You can tell prevent, stop spying on little kids. Tell the terrible tabloids stop tarnishing immigrants. And tell the think tanks their role is insidious. And tell the nasty neocons stop funding this ignorance. Victims of this myth creation, searching for inspiration. Hope this song can comfort you through the intimidation. Hope you beat those that smeared you through the courts of litigation. And hold your heads up high through these trials and tribulations. These morbid, remorseless authors paved the way for disorders. They murdered the Magna Carta, to hell with habeas corpus rendition. Torture across borders, they tore up laws as they scorched them. Now they pull up the drawbridge and tell you hordes are enormous. Only 0.18% of this country's refugees won't regulate fossil fuelers or owners of SUVs, but they demonize heroes for braving the 7 seas. 34,000 died trying to enter here, rest in peace. Moment of silence. The grandkids and packies are still worrying your dad, but your dad's favorite food is still curry or kebab. The grandkids and packies are still worrying your dad, but your dad's favorite food is still curry or kebab. Oh, I know you're peering through the window, but they don't see you anymore. Don't lose yourself in what they think, though. This has never been your role.
wow. Alright, so going back here, it's talking about refugees and immigrants and stuff, and how the how the media overall demonizes them, and that is completely true, because they never say things that immigrants have done to help any white man. They just tell the bad things that the people overseas have done, people that they're not even affiliated with, people that do things that they have no say in, and it's horrible because many of these people come over here and are demonized, or they go to different areas just to get away from the war and to get away from the horrible atrocities that are happening over there, yet they are still in just as much danger of being persecuted and hurt, because people look at these immigrants like they're horrible, vile people, like they're not even human, and in their eyes they can do things to these immigrants that they would do to an animal, and they would not feel bad about it because they do not see them as a person. And that's horrible, and they should not be treated that way. They should be treated just as well, if not better, than we are, because of the things that they've already been through. Like, yes, we go through struggles every day. A lot of us do, some worse than others. But these people that come over here looking for safety, looking for a place that they can call home and get away from the horrors that they had seen. Their family members dying, bombs falling from the sky, drones circling their towns, watching them. They want to get away from that stuff. And they come over here, and in a way it's no different, because they're still having to face dangers, and they're still being persecuted, if not worse than when they were persecuted over there. And it's a horrible thing. All right, so let's keep going.
A cucumber's not a bomb, a terrorist house is just a home of free Palestine badges on the shore. War on terror drone. A cucumber's not a bomb, a terrorist house is just a home of free Palestine badges on the shore. War on terror drone. A cucumber's not a bomb, a terrorist house is just a home of free Palestine badges on the shore. War on terror drone. A cucumber's not a bomb, a terrorist house is just a home of free Palestine badges on the shore. War on terror drone. A cucumber's not a bomb, a terrorist house is just a home of free Palestine badges on the shore. War on terror drone. War on terror drone.
Wow. As usual, Lowkey is, he speaks on some very sensitive subjects, and he needs way more publicity than he does have. He should be out there. People should be able to know this guy's name, to know the things that he talks about. But they rarely, it won't get much bigger of a group than it already is unless he gets this social publicity. But it's not going to happen because people in charge of the media and people in charge of radio stations and things like that, they're not going to play music like this because it has the ability to open people up to horrible topics that people try to keep them away from. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure you leave a like down below. Be sure you subscribe if you're not already. Leave a comment down below. Tell me a name of a song and an artist you want me to check out, and I will get to it when I can. And I will, of course, see all of you guys in the next video. See ya.